Well, today I'm making Bison Smash Burgers with crispy onions smashed right into the meat. We're making these Oklahoma style, which I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. And we're going to also top these with a creamy sriracha avocado mayo sauce. You're going to love this. I'm also going to give you 3 simple tricks to help make these burgers incredibly flavorful while keeping them juicy and tender. So let's get cooking. So we're going to start our recipe by thinly slicing our onions, and I'm going to show you how to do that while I talk to you a little bit about what is the Oklahoma style burger. So the Oklahoma onion burger originated during the Great Depression in El Reno, Oklahoma. Beef was expensive, and restaurant owners stretched the meat by piling lots of thinly sliced onions onto the burger. The onions became part of the patty, adding flavor, moisture, and bulk. The difference today is we're using bison and not beef, but it's still Oklahoma style when we smash the onion into the bison. So this is what you want your onions to look like. They should be very thinly sliced, and I cut them a little bit smaller than just the full, size of the half of that onion. So here's my first hack for you. You're going to want to place your onions on a paper towel covered plate or tray, whatever you have. Spread them out, and then we're going to salt them. What this is going to do is going to draw out any excess moisture in the onions, which will improve the browning of it and the caramelization, and that's what we really want. After the onions sit for about 15 minutes, you're going to notice they look kind of moist, and you're going to take paper towels and you're going to blot them, and you're going to try and just absorb a lot of the moisture that's coming out of them. What did the hamburger say when it pleaded not guilty? I've been flamed! Smash burgers cook up very quickly, 2 to 3 minutes tops, so we want to have everything prepped up and ready to go. So now we're going to put together our creamy sriracha avocado mayo sauce. You're going to love this stuff, it's great. Okay, this is super easy. We're going to add 1/3 cup of avocado mayo to a bowl, 1 to 2 tablespoons of sriracha sauce depending on your heat preference, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of fresh lime juice. You can get the written recipe below the video in the description area. And last but not least, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Give that a stir and refrigerate until we need to use it. So before we get into cooking our smash burgers, I wanted to go over some equipment that you really need to have in order to make these. So first up, I have a press here. This is one that I purchased on Amazon, and it gets the job done. And you can use it for other things besides smash burgers, like bacon and other kinds of meat, sausage, sandwiches, whatever you want. Next up, you're going to need some sort of cast iron pan or grill, like I have here. This is a Lodge, or a Blackstone grill outside. I have one of those, but I'm not using it today. I'm using this. But definitely cook your smash burgers on some sort of grill. A digital scale comes in real handy when you're trying to measure out your bison. It will keep your burgers all uniform so that they cook up at the same rate. An infrared thermometer is really nice to have. You can just point it at your pan and you know precisely when it's hot enough to add your ingredients. Last but not least, you're going to need a metal spatula to really get those burgers off the pan. I'll leave links to these products down below in the description if you're interested. Let's get back to cooking. So here is the bison that I'm using. I got it at Sprouts. Use whatever you find. All my bison patties will be 3 ounces each. That's plenty big. These do not shrink up much because they're so lean. I also have some parchment paper roughly cut out to the size of the press. Using parchment paper will keep the press from sticking to the meat. So I'm preheating my pan right now. I've got 2 burners on this, and what I want the temperature to be before I add any food at all is somewhere between 425 degrees Fahrenheit and 450. I rubbed a little bit of olive oil over the pan, and now is a good time to place your buns on there if you want to toast them. I like them a little crispy, and I think that's kind of a nice touch. This takes just a couple of minutes to do, and then we'll set them aside. How do we know burgers love young people? They're pro-teen. So I'm going to shape the bison patties gently into the shape of a ball. You don't want to overwork your meat. You just do it gently, and that way it'll stay nice and tender. It's time to smash some burgers. So place about a 1/4 cup of those thinly sliced onions on the grill in 2 different spots. So we put the onions down on the griddle first, then we add the bison, and then we smash. And when you smash these, I mean smash them. You want them to be very thin, so push down really hard. Your burger should be somewhere between 1/8 to 1/4 inch thick. So what makes the Oklahoma style onion unique is that we're not putting the onion in the meat, or we're not sauteing it for 45 minutes outside in a pan. We're just smashing it right with the meat, and that's what the Oklahoma style means. And smashing it hard is going to give this patty some real nice crust that you are going to love. The flavor, if you've never tried it, you got to try it. Once I pull the parchment paper off, we're going to season this with some salt and garlic powder. And I'm only going to season one side because that's all it needs. So we're not going to overcook this. The first side cooks for about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, but probably closer to 1.5 minutes. And then we flip it, and the second side goes for 30 to 45 seconds. Boom, we're done. After 1.5 minutes, you'll probably notice how some of the meat looks done on top, and so now I'm going to start to loosen it up. You're going to have to work your spatula around the whole thing, scrape it up until it becomes loose so you can flip it. Notice those caramelized onions and the crispy texture of the meat. This is just delicious, I'll tell you. Now, depending on how seasoned your pan is, mine isn't seasoned that well, and the meat did stick a little, but with a little bit of effort, it comes up. Look at that. Now we want to get the cheese on there quick because, like I said, 30 seconds and we're about done. We don't want to overcook this. I'm using mild cheddar cheese for this, but feel free to use whatever your favorite is. Just make sure it's a good melting cheese. I'm going to go ahead and sauce up both sides of my bun. I think the sauce is incredible, so you want plenty of it. So I'll put some on the bottom and the top. All right, let's get that burger on there. Here goes the first one. And you want to double these up because they are thin, and 2 makes a perfect size burger. Look at that. Oh boy, it's nice and hot. This is definitely a burger you've got to try. Let me know down in the comments if you're going to give it a go. And feel free to dress this up with any of your favorite condiments like avocado, lettuce, tomato, you name it. If you're looking for a patriotic dessert for 4th of July or just any time just because they're delicious, check out these chocolate-covered strawberries. Click the link on the screen and it'll take you right to the recipe. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you did, let me know by smashing the like button and leaving me a comment. I love hearing from you. All right, we'll see you back here next time for another delicious and healthy recipe.